Hey guys, this is going to be a little update. Uploading this a little after I was supposed to. And since we recorded this, there have been some updates. I'm going to talk about Camille Herron. And at the time, she was the fastest woman to run the 100-mile distance. But this weekend, Tunnel Hill happened. Exciting news for women. I just want to jump in here and shout these women out. Katrina Jennings won Tunnel Hill 100, also setting the 100-mile women's world record for the distance with 12:37 and 4 seconds. This beats Camille's previous record of 12:42 and 40 seconds set in 2017. And then also exciting news from Tunnel Hill as well. The 50-mile distance world record for women was also broke by Ann Flowers, who smashed the record at Leadville this past year. She ran 50 miles in 5 hours and 18 minutes and 57 seconds, which is just insane. She beat Courtney Olsen's record, which was set last year, and that was 5 hours, 31 minutes and 56 seconds, which is also just mind-blowing. Also, out of Tunnel Hill, the women's American 100K record was broke by Courtney Olsen with 6 hours, 59 minutes, and 55 seconds, breaking Ann Trayson's 30-year record. Get this, 7 hours and 48 seconds. Wow. This is so exciting. So this episode is a little outdated. We talk about some things like Tunnel Hill that's about to happen. So this is just your little jump to the future before you listen to the episode. Hello, friends. Welcome to DNF Diaries. Every other week, we bring you a wonderfully entertaining, low-stakes, absolutely no-shame story of a DNF in the ultramarathon, sub-ultra, FKT, or three-hike world. For those that are not familiar, DNF stands for dehydrated, naked, and flailing. That's not actually what it means. It means did not finish. We're accepting DNF stories to our email, dnfconfessions@gmail.com, or you can slide into our DMs on our Instagram at dnf.diaries. Please send us your stories about quitting. That's how we keep this podcast going. And also, like, if you're going to send us a story, send us a photo with it as well, because that's super helpful for us to get these episodes up. I'm Tara Dower, and my chosen adventure is freezing my ass off in Vermont.
Listening to this.
Do you hear that?
I can't believe she would say that. The shouting.
So loud.
The shouting.
She wanted you to be at
Yeah, we currently have a house full of people. We have a group making dinner behind me and Arlee right now. Yeah, so if you hear the peanut gallery,
That's who it is.
yeah.
Anyways, my name's Arlee Hiskey, and my chosen adventure is running early in the morning and then being able to take my headlamp off halfway through my run because daylight savings happened.
Yeah, that's so great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was fully light halfway through. Oh my gosh.
Is it only going to get better?
For a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, forever. Yeah. Yeah, I
That's
think
good.
so.
It's
Yeah.
only going to get better.
Yeah.
Gets dark real early.
Yeah, it does. That's going to get worse.
It's
But the morning's going to get better.
It was fully dark by
5:15.
5:15 p.m. Wild.
Incredible.
Ultra, thanks for sponsoring.
Shout out.
Yeah.
I got a new 3/4 zip from Ultra, part of their winter collection.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
it's bright red.
Yeah.
And I have been loving it.
yeah.
I've worn it probably 4 times. And every single time, like, it's a solid layer. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, Colby, if you're listening, could you send me one? I really thought, I was like, wow, where did you get that, Arlee?
Yeah. Shout out. Yeah, Colby.
Yeah, so good. Ultra isn't known for their clothing, so if that tells you anything, they're really known for their shoes. So they're also diving into the clothing world. We're going to get right into Ultra news. Maybe a short story, perhaps. I think like there will be short stories in this update.
Yeah, I think you're right.
With Rutfest.
Yeah, let's do the news. Let's jump into it.
Yeah, so the first thing I wanted to talk about, because I am actually really proud of this, and historically I have kind of downplayed my achievements in, I guess it's just like, I guess it's hard for some reason. I don't really know. I need to unpack this a little more. It's a little hard to like talk myself up and be proud of my achievements, but I am really proud of this one. And I am learning how to talk about my achievements, which the big achievement I've been, hyping up is Javelina 100.
Yay!
I was actually really nervous to DNF this race because I've DNF'd the last 2 races I've done, and I didn't DNF here, and I actually did really well. I was the first woman, so I got a golden ticket. I was 7th overall, and I got a course record by like 31 minutes, beating the previous time set by Camille Herron. And I've always looked at her as like the fastest person on the 100-mile distance, because she is still, but like I was like, to beat that course record was huge and exciting. But yeah, so I just want to thank my crew who's out there, and thank everyone from afar who was cheering on, and thank my sponsors. It was just so exciting. I was pretty stoked about that.
Great job. So good. So exciting.
Yeah. Rascal wants me. I don't know if you guys, I don't think you can hear Rascal. You might need a scream. She'll
be closer now.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys miss me?
I knew you would be here. We're all together here in Vermont, by the way. I don't know if you guys,
we are.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but we're all back together in Vermont. Me and Arlee are here together, and Rascal just somehow was also here.
What do you mean somehow? I used to live here. I have more ties to
Rascal's
this
been
place
staying in
than
our
you
spare
do.
bedroom.
Yeah. But you will be happy to know that I did put you as a cast member in this episode.
Maybe Rascal.
Can you just put in everyone's favorite reoccurring character? Because that's who I've been over the years.
Yeah.
What were we talking? Oh, I just wanted everyone to know that the course record was kind of just out of rebellion.
Do you endorse this?
Do you agree?
Rebellion.
Yes, I wholeheartedly believe. So there was talk before Javelina, after Mammoth, of like, you don't technically have to do Javelina, and you could like skip it and it would be fine. Like, it's not like there's not another shot at the ticket. Like, it was a thought. It was a suggestion. It was never like, hey, don't do this. And so those was a few of us in Tara's life who said this. Hey, just think about maybe that you don't have to do it. That's pretty much what we
But
did.
I did have to do it.
Right.
And it was life or death.
Yeah. And so
if I didn't do it, I'd die.
So then she entered her rebellious teenage year
or
moment, and she was like, well, screw you guys. Watch this. Not only am I going to go to Javelina, I'm going to set down a massive course record.
The course record was a bonus. Honestly, the course record was like, it was happening.
On the cake.
Yeah, it happened. I didn't know it was going to happen.
But it was funny because myself and another person at the finish line shared a sentiment of, this is kind of just like a big F you to everyone. And like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do because I'm Tara Dower.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, maybe that was our tactic all along.
Yes. Yeah.
That was...
Seems like a Rascal tactic.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it seems like,
Mind
duping.
game.
She's really good at duping.
Yeah.
It's a good duper.
Rascal loves a scam.
I love a good scam.
Loves a scam.
I love cheating the system.
I love when my friends scam me. I love to be scammed by my close friends.
It was all Rascal.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it.
But you know what? In the end, there was a course record. So, and the golden ticket, which was the goal.
So are you saying you were right?
Sure. Yeah. In a way.
Yeah.
Right. And wrong.
Yeah, Rascal was there. If you couldn't pick up on this, she was there. She
at Javelina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them about your costume real quick?
Yeah, it didn't really land as good as I wanted to.
Is
Honestly,
that
it didn't.
surprising to you?
It was cute. It was
No.
cute, though,
It was
with the
cute.
glasses.
The glasses were
It just didn't make sense. I don't think people
didn't.
understood.
whatever. It was a skeleton leotard with a little tutu, and I had some sick glasses on. And then I was carrying a broom around for a little while because I was joking that I was the grim sweeper. Because that's funny, because it's like a race thing, you know?
Not
No,
funny.
and the thing is, you are such an individual and you're so creative, and that's what I appreciate about that costume.
Gosh, no one's
Your enthusiasm sold it. The idea didn't.
just no one's at my level. So
Sure.
it's fine.
Sure.
I really thought Kyla was gonna win. Kyla was gonna win the costume.
Yeah, Kyla had a great costume. What was it? Old man and lame horse, but it was really Gordy and the horse from the documentary that was dying in the water.
Really damn funny. Yeah, and Jeff was in that mask, and he was like, "Yeah," and then she waterboarded me with beer, and then he said he couldn't even see.
Yeah.
And he felt someone like mounting him on his back, and he thought it was her. Turns out, wasn't her. He still to this day doesn't know who it was.
Oh my gosh.
Which is quite hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Ugh.
whatever. Good job, Pink Pony Club, who won.
Hey, it was kind of cute.
It was cool. It was cool when it got late at night, and apparently they took a bunch of pink KT tape and put it over their nipples.
Oh, that's fun.
That's really
that's
cool.
fun.
So, all right.
We
props
love
to
that.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other results from Javelina. Will Murray won and set a course record with a time of 12:10. He is an underdog.
Yeah. I didn't really
And
know his name
Random
beforehand.
baller. Yeah, I think he got second at Black Canyon, and then he broke his ankle before Western.
Right.
And also had this heart thing going on. And
Jeez.
he came back to Javelina and crushed it.
Smashed it.
He was this like baseball coach and like teacher from New Jersey.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I think he lives in Colorado now.
What
But
a
then,
story.
David Roach came in at 12:18. Canyon Woodward came in 2 minutes. You guys don't have to be quiet. You guys can talk. It's fine. The listeners understand. You guys understand,
they get
right?
it.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah. You're just gonna hear some like noises of like people cooking in the back. Canyon Woodward, he was 2 minutes back from David, and David gave his goal. He passed his golden ticket down to Canyon. So Will and Canyon accept their golden tickets. On the women's side, Beth McKenzie came in at 14:31. She is like a mother of two, a like triathlete. She has triathlete roots, and she crushed it at her first. I think it was her first 100-mile race.
I think so too.
Which is amazing and such an impressive time.
Oh my gosh. Incredible.
Can't imagine doing my first 100 and setting that kind of time. And then Addie Bracey came in at 14:45, and Beth, it rolled down from Beth to Addie. So me and Addie accepted our golden tickets to Western States. Do you want to talk about Rutfest a little bit?
Oh my gosh, I would love to.
Yeah.
Rutfest is the greatest weekend of the whole year. It is the Richmond Ultra Trail Festival, and it is in Williston, Vermont, at like this local trail network. And it is basically just like a 37-hour running party where everybody comes together, and the event goes on for 37 hours because of daylight savings. So you get a bonus witching hour at 1 a.m. round 2.
Yep. And
you can kind of come and go as you please and do whatever you want. You don't have to run the whole time. Some people do. Most people don't. And it's just so much fun, and it's so laid back, and it's so casual. And the aid station is a potluck buffet, and everybody that signs up has to volunteer for an hour at the aid station. And it's just the greatest time of all. And it was this past weekend because it was daylight savings. And we have there's so many highlights from the weekend, but we are going to shout out 2 of them. One of them was this guy, Mudbag. Did a 50K over 2 days in a Teletubby costume. He was loosely part of the Long Trail crew.
He was around.
That's really what it felt like. That's why I stuck with loosely. And I think he'd handle that well.
Yeah.
I think he'd handle it well.
Do you want to know the best part about Mudbag? Is he wears a helmet constantly because one time he took a fall and he was wearing the helmet, thank God, and he slammed his head into like a rock. And there's like a dent in the helmet to this day. And he would have, I don't know if he would have perished, but he would have had a massive head injury without that helmet on.
TBI.
A TBI, yeah, that's the one. So he wears the helmet like probably, 85% of his life.
Seems good for him.
My favorite part is when he shaves his head just where the helmet sits.
Oh my God.
And so he takes off the helmet and there's no hair where the helmet sits, but there's hair like right. Like
what a unique look.
It's for the summer.
Unique look.
Summer months.
He's a unique guy.
Sure.
But
so
who
our
else?
other notable highlight is that Cleo ran her first 50K at Rat Fest. I'm talking about you.
Well, unfortunately, I missed my chance to DNF to become on this podcast.
Wow. You are in our Ultra News though.
No shit.
Yeah.
I mean, no way.
Because you ran your first 50K.
I did that.
Yeah.
Could
you tell us how it felt?
Felt really good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Especially because I was next to my lover the whole time.
Wow.
That's me. Lover, pacer extraordinaire.
It was great. Every time I wanted to stop, Arlee would say, "Nope." That's
that's
it.
What was the plan? It was 9 minutes running and 1 minute
walking.
1 minute walking.
Yeah.
Yep, to complete the first 50K.
Sometimes when I was in charge of the time, we didn't take a walking break.
Yeah, but when Megan J was a part of it, she was like 3 minutes, 2 minutes left, 1 minute. It was brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Rutfest was so much fun. It's such a good time, good community. You never want to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's really the spirit of the sport.
Yeah.
So listeners, come out next year. We hope to see you there.
Yeah. And then this weekend is Tunnel Hill. Des Linden will be making her ultra marathon debut with Tunnel Hill 50 miler.
I am so excited for this to happen.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited for Des's trail debut. I can't wait.
What are you so excited about?
She's so cool.
Yeah.
And she's so rad and such a runner. And I just think she's going to be such a great trail runner. I think she has the spirit for it. Yeah.
What did you think about her marathon she just did? Did you see her post about the marathon? She just chilled. She drank a beer. I think it was a New York marathon, right?
Yeah.
She chilled. She drank a beer. She was hanging out. I think that's good carb loading for this race.
I mean, that's the spirit of the sport.
Yeah.
And then she's going to turn it on and just freaking slay, I think.
Yeah, I think she's going to slay hard.
Yeah.
And then Big's Backyard, Phil Gore won with 114 laps, which is
crazy.
475 miles on a 4-mile lap course. It's the same 4 miles.
It's 114 hours. It's crazy.
How many days is that?
A lot.
That's gotta be at least 4.5 days.
Yeah. It's many, many days.
What do you think? What do you think draws people to that?
Just grit.
Yeah.
Grit. Determination.
I don't know.
The mastering of what seems to be a simple task.
Yeah, but
control.
Yeah, control. Sarah Perry.
Yeah.
Set a new women's best with 95 loops, which is
a lot.
An extreme amount of time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you have any other updates? I think that's
kind of all I got.
Yeah.
Ultra News is kind of we're kind of in this downtime of year a little bit. Yeah.
Do you think we're going to see a new 50-mile world record? at least US record.
I freaking hope so.
Let me look it up
here?
What's the record? How cool would that be if her first ultra, she sets a record?
Okay, Tunnel Hill, currently the 50-mile record is with Courtney Olsen, 5:31:56.
Insane.
Insane. And that was last year, actually.
No, was it?
Yeah. That was last year.
That feels so long ago.
Oh, I remember that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Extraordinary. And then Hoka dropped her.
No way.
Yeah, right after that. Yeah.
That's drama.
Yeah.
That is drama.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to get into our story?
Let's do it. You're telling this week.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I haven't told a story in a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Lay it on me.
Okay. Which, let's get right into it. Our story today comes from Brady, a roadie from Michigan. This is going to be
just like Des.
Yeah, Des. He's a newer runner, and a few years ago weighed over 300 pounds. And since then, he has lost a lot of weight and became a runner.
Wow.
And he says, during the story, he told me, he said it's like one of the most proud things he's done. So he has gone into 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, and wanted to step it up to take on his first marathon. Something you're going to notice about Brady is that Brady has a very high pain tolerance in this story and a superhuman level of dedication, almost to the point of detriment.
Yikes. Okay.
But he does, it was very heartwarming. I showed you a picture before we started. That's Brady. It was Brady sent us a photo of him during one of his races, and he looked so wholesome. But yeah, I thought it was so sweet that he lost all this weight, became a runner, and he describes it as the most rewarding thing he's ever done in his life, which I think is adorable. But after running these 5Ks, 10Ks, and half marathons, he wanted to step it up to his first marathon. As a responsible runner, before his training block began, Brady focused hard on getting good quality distance in, racking up weeks totaling in the mid-30s, which he heard was a good start for anyone looking to start marathon training. Have you ever done a marathon before? And also, can you describe the marathon you and Rascal did back in 2021?
2020. I have never run a road marathon. But when I was 26, I was like, okay, I've never run a marathon. I'm 26. It's time. 26 years, 26 miles. We got to do it. And my college roommates and I had signed up for a road marathon in Alaska that was meant to be the summer of 2020. It was canceled, like everything was that summer. So I had to, pivot my dreams, and I moved to Vermont at the end of that summer and met Rascal and said, hey, you want to go running? I said, hey, you want to run 26 miles with me? And she said, sure. So we did it on some trails and some dirt roads and whatnot in Vermont. And it was an adventure, and it was hard, but not that hard. And we had a blast of a day. And, there were some twists and turns in there, but now it's a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
We didn't know each other yet.
Yeah, I didn't know you at the time. We would in a couple months after that.
Yeah.
But he was feeling incredible leading into the training block. He got himself a new pair of shoes the day before the block started. But he decided to give his old shoes a final send-off with a 13-mile run around the neighborhood. So it was a Sunday, and he was meeting up with his friends that are coming over with his wife. They're going to drink coffee and hang out. So he spent a lot of time drinking coffee, hanging out in the morning, drinking lots of water. And by the time they left, it was getting close to noon, and it was getting to be a little hot, around 80 degrees, and it was humid. Brady described how he has run in the heat before and was not feeling any bit nervous about it. It was getting humid. It was 80, but he was fine. He sent videos of friends of him tying his laces. Apparently the Ford Vias on the Ultras are super long. He ate a handful of trail mix, laced up his shoes, did a quick warm up, and then headed out on his run. Arlee, how are you feeling about our friend's preparation? How do you prepare for 13-mile long runs?
Seems fine. Seems adequate. Drank water, drank coffee, had a snack, waited till the hottest part of the day.
Laced his shoes, which is important.
Laced the shoes.
I think that's one of the
Yes.
most important things you can do before you...
Tying the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, seems like he's doing all the right things.
Yeah.
Did a warm up.
Yeah.
That's above and beyond.
Yeah. The route he decided to run was a 6.5-mile loop he called Tower to Tower to Tower. And it's on roads connecting his city's two water towers and the bell tower of a local church. The way he would set it up, he would run past his house at some point, and so he planned on stopping halfway through and getting a drink and a snack, and then finishing his run. The first loop felt awesome. He barely looked at his watch, and I know that feeling when you barely look at your watch and the miles just like tick by, and it feels so easy. It feels like it's going so quickly and you're on top of the world. I love that feeling. And he felt like he was running quick. The only thing he noticed is that he was sweating a lot. He was chalking that up to the humidity, which we are very familiar with. It can often feel like you are in a wet sauna when you are running on the East Coast. When I sweat in Colorado, it disappears immediately. It evaporates so quickly. He was more concerned about his soaking wet tank top feeling heavy than he was about his risk of blowing up due to something heat related. So he stopped at his house around halfway through and drank a little water, ditched his sweaty tank top, dumped the rest of the bottle over his head, and set out shirtless on loop 2 with a no-bake cookie in his hand. What are you thinking about the state of Brady right now in this mid-run pit stop?
Okay, well, the thing that strikes me first is that a no-bake cookie is a crazy option because I'm just thinking about how it would get like stuck in my mouth and like not really be like chewable or swallowable, and it's hot and like, I don't know, my mouth like already doesn't work that well when I'm running.
Also the chocolate in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that's an insane option, but that's personal opinion. That's all me. Just thinking that's crazy that he would actively choose a no-bake cookie when he has the whole house right there. I do love that he poured water on top of him. That's great cooling,
Yeah.
I think. I don't really know.
Yeah, it says I'm wondering if it doesn't specify if he brought water with him. It just says he dumped the rest of the bottle over his head. So I'm wondering if he's leaving this loop with no water and just
Potentially
half-baked cookie in his mouth.
Crazy.
So he's just going to have that taste in his mouth the entire time.
And it's probably going to be stuck in there also.
One can hope he left with a bottle.
So, I mean, I don't know. We've all had really hot runs. Sounds like good heat training.
Yeah.
His heart rate's probably sky high.
Like the first loop, loop number 2 felt really good starting out. He felt like he was keeping cool and running well. He knocked out the first 2 sections of the loop, the water towers. Feeling like this was going to be easy, he was looking forward to the week 1 of his marathon training. So he was like planning out his 3-mile route he would do the next day for his first pace run. I think things kept going great on the way to the last tower until about mile 10, where he started to notice it was getting a little harder and a little harder and a little harder. He started running, trying to run again a little faster. After stopping at these crosswalks, he started to just feel really, really hot. He told himself, granted, this is 80 degrees, it's humid. He told himself this is where it's going to get hard. But he told himself, I'd run this far before lots of times, and growth happens when we're uncomfortable. Do you have any experience with this mindset living in Vermont?
Yeah, every time I run in the winter when it's awful or when it's raining, Okay, so I hear his mindset and I do approve.
Yeah.
Because I know we're all like submitting these stories for my personal approval. And I do approve. And also, it seems like I just like have this feeling that this story is like going somewhere like dangerous and unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's not going to like and he got better.
Oh, yeah, no. Because
Yeah.
they all ended
They all
DNF.
ended DNF. So I just it feels like he's at mile 10 of 13. Like we're getting closer and closer to like when this story like really drops into like a pit of despair. And I'm just like waiting for that, even though I want him to just be like, oh yeah, no, I just like got better and like learned to like deal with I don't know, like we're going somewhere bad.
Yeah, this mindset like is so good sometimes and also very detrimental a lot of other times. So I would say I wouldn't recommend this, especially if you're sweating really, really hard and then all of a sudden you stop sweating.
That's
Because
bad.
that's going to happen.
That's bad. That's it. That's a bad sign.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very uncomfortable. And that's your body telling you, hey, we're really, really uncomfortable. He began moving forward, doing a mixture of power walking and running, still just trying to like power through, trying to get some energy back and snap out of the funk he was in. Because power walking really snaps you back out of it.
It can.
Right?
It
The
really
funk goes away when you
can.
power walk. After about a mile or a half a mile or so, he felt like he could run again. So he did. He made it to the third tower. All he had left at this point was to finish a loop back to his house. Only 2 miles away. We're getting closer. Mile 11 and a half is where everything fell apart, he says. He was back to running by this point, but he needed to cross a busy street.
Oh my gosh, our audience just came and sat in front of us for the shoe to drop.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
we're all gonna find out together.
We have an audience currently. They made us dinner. Now they're eating it in front of us. And I'm so hungry.
Me too. Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. The growth happens when you're uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Brady said. To catch you guys back up, Brady is running in Michigan. It's 80 degrees. He's a road runner. He's on a 13-mile run. It's very humid, and he just sweated so much. And then he felt a little uncomfortable, a lot uncomfortable. He started to feel just very, very hot. And he felt like it was getting very hard. And so at this point, he was power walking, and then he was running again. And now he only has 2 miles left in his run. So mile 11 and a half is where everything fell apart. He was back to running by this point, but he needed to cross a busy street. So you can't just walk right into the street. You have to wait at the crosswalks, right? That's the right thing to do. He started to feel a little lightheaded standing there. His vision blurred. He stumbled a few steps. He felt really dizzy, nauseous, and really thought he was on the verge of passing out into this busy road. At this point, Brady let me know that this is finally where he realized something was really wrong. Which, to what I say, you just realize something's wrong.
Brady.
When you're feeling dizzy, nauseous, lightheaded, and on the verge of passing out. And that's what I say. He has such a high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
So at this point, he was like, oh, something's really wrong. I'm about to pass out. I should probably give up on this run and walk it home. I'm no doctor, but I do have Google, and I looked it up. And Brady, at this moment, was in the beginning stages of heat stroke.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or something really bad. It would seem it was not a good situation. He called his wife, asked her to meet him in the driveway with a chair and some water, opting out of asking her to come pick him up. Instead of
I would have asked for the pickup. I've done it before. I do it again.
There's no shame in a pickup. Have you?
No shame.
Have you ever gotten a pickup?
Oh,
mid-run?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 We did hitch out of a run. Yeah.
What was that like? Did it feel like it was a good decision? Did it feel a little demoralizing?
When I got a pickup, it was demoralizing because I was actually injured. And I was actually trying to tell myself I wasn't.
Was this a shin splint?
It was.
Yes.
Yeah. It was one of the final straws. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so there's no shame in the pickup. As you can imagine, the walk home felt miserable. He felt so hot. He just says so hot. And was getting lightheaded at each crosswalk he was about to stop at. He kept talking to his wife over the phone as he went, as an added safety thing, he says. The whole time he was feeling like death. He was death marching. He kept thinking over and over, don't pass out, don't pass out, don't pass out. And we all know that a repeated mantra of that caliber will surely overpower any natural bodily functions.
Yeah, it works every time.
Yeah, just don't pass out.
Don't poop your pants.
Don't get injured.
Works every time.
Shin splints don't exist.
That one didn't work.
He finally made it home and collapsed into a lawn chair in the front yard. His wife tried to get him to drink Gatorade and eat some pretzels, which is a great technique.
Yeah.
That's salt.
Sure.
Liquid.
Great. Electrolytes.
Hopefully it was a blue Gatorade. Otherwise,
it's the only flavor.
It won't do if it's not the blue Gatorade. If you have the red Gatorade, get out of here.
It's gonna make you worse.
Or it's gonna make your lips red. It's gonna make your tongue red. We don't want that.
You can't.
But doing so, eating this food, drinking this Gatorade made his stomach feel really bad.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, at this point, he was sure he was overheated. And only wanted to go inside and take a cold shower. He stumbled in the house, tried to take a shower. That didn't go well. He felt dizzy and nauseous, and he was worried about falling in the shower. So he cut it short. He laid down.
I would have sat down in the shower.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just let the water run over you. He sat on the couch and just drank. Anytime he tried to drink or eat anything, he felt like it was going to come back up. I'll spare you the details of all that. But in less than an hour and a half, he was reduced to laying on the bathroom floor shaking and trying to keep any sort of liquid down.
His brain is probably swollen with heat.
Yeah. Arlee, what are you thinking about the next steps for Brady at this point?
I'm going to say 911 seems bad. Sit on the floor of a cold shower, ice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Call your doctor.
If you're shaking on the bathroom floor, it's time to go to the hospital. And so that is what Brady and his wife decided to do. They decided to go to the emergency room and make sure something wasn't seriously wrong. Once he got there, they immediately took him back and got him hooked up to an IV designed for dehydrated people. It did nothing. He says, as we waited in the lobby for his blood work to come back, he felt like he could pee. He was still constantly dry heaving and shaking, and he was so weak to the point that he was holding onto the IV stand for support whenever he was about to stand up. After about 5 hours and 2 bags of IV solution, he finally stopped shaking. 5 hours and started to feel better. The doctor said he was extremely dehydrated and did some minor damage to his kidneys as a result. He was able to keep some water down, though, so they sent him home. And over the next couple of days, he was feeling mostly normal, and he occasionally had some lingering stomach cramps. Arlee, I have a couple questions for you at this point before we get to the resolution of the story. How are you feeling?
I can't believe we're not at the resolution. That's crazy that all happened in a 13-mile run.
Yeah.
That's like not that long. And it was like a casual run, not like a race. You're not like redlining the whole time. That's insane.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This whole situation is insane.
Yeah.
Also, like 80 degrees is really hot, but it's not like 95.
Yeah. And it's humid. It feels a little different.
Yeah.
I wonder, if the combination of the coffee in the morning, he's drinking coffee with his friends, it probably, and also, it's not always best to just drink water to hydrate for a run.
You're right.
You have to get salts in.
Yeah.
You have to get some sort of electrolyte in.
Yeah.
So that's not, he was probably, pretty dehydrated going into the run after drinking however many cups of coffee. I do have a general question.
Okay.
How many liters of water and salt should someone drink during a run?
no idea.
Because I do want this to be, we're an educational podcast, right?
Sure.
Pure education.
I personally aim for a half liter every hour, more when it's like super hot.
The answer to that, it's highly individual. It's important. It's highly individual. It's a good starting place. There's good starting places for this. But it does need to be adjusted on individual sweat rate, intensity, duration, and environmental conditions. So like if we're here in Vermont right now, it's so cold. I'm not going to drink as much water. But if I'm at Javelina, I'm drinking at least 750 milliliters to a liter an hour, which is quite different. Yeah, it's a lot. So it's individual. There are techniques you can do to figure out your personalized sweat rate. Companies like Precision Fuel and Hydration offer personalized sweat tests that take less than 45 minutes to give you your sweat rate. But yeah, it's all individual. And I just encourage anyone not to do what Brady did and figure out how much liquid you need to drink. Figure out what your sweat rate is. Maybe figure out what kind of electrolytes you need to drink. Those are very important. And also like eating is important as well. Even though I hate eating during runs, you have to do it. I also ask this question a lot at RepFest. Would you rather be stuck in a 20-degree sauna or a 0-degree freezer? And I'm hoping to get a answer from all of our audience here.
Of this though, because you said till death.
No. Okay, so Rascal wants me to go through the contingencies. Yeah, parameters of this. You're just stuck in a 200-degree. You're stuck. You're no, not indefinitely. You can't get out of a 200-degree sauna. You can't get out of a 0-degree freezer.
I would pick the sauna.
Yeah, I would pick the sauna too.
I think I'd panic less than I would if I was in a freezer.
Yeah, I just hate being cold. I wouldn't want my last moments to be in the cold.
I get really worried about getting trapped in a lock-in freezer regularly.
Yeah.
So.
I just watched the Shining.
None of your business.
It wasn't a freezer, but he got stuck in the pantry, and I could imagine that would be terrifying as well.
Yeah.
Scott, what would you rather?
Cold for sure. No, this story doesn't happen if it's cold out. It's problem
It'd be a
solved.
different
Just don't
story.
run.
Fine if it's cold out. Brady actually PRs his half marathon.
I think it would just be a different story.
It's just July. It's July.
I'm just interested. I'm just interested. Yeah, Scott says 0-degree freezer. Cleo?
Also freezer. Just like people you can get preserved and then melted down and still live.
That's such a good point. Yeah.
There's a word.
Freeze to death and then become alive again.
It's all hyphenated.
It's
hyphenated.
Cleo has a great point.
Cryo-death.
She hopes to be cryo-deathed.
Cryopreservation.
Preserved. Like Walt Disney.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the cold also slows you down, so I feel like I would panic less because my body was slowing down.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You get really sleepy when you're cold, so you just would drift off to sleep. Yeah, whereas in the heat,
well, I feel like I would jackhammer to death.
I don't either.
I would shake so hard
in the cold.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining, where he's frozen there? It's a meme.
You're really stuck on The Shining.
I just watched it. It's top of mind.
It sounds like you're gonna shake either way, and one of them has nausea and some dry heaving, and one of them is just the shaking.
Okay, so we're moving on.
So we have 3. Rascal, you said freezer? So we have 3 freezers. We have 2 saunas. I'm sticking to it.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah. Brady wrote us the story a little over a week later after this incident, after this happening, and says he's pretty much back to normal, pretty much. He's running and trying to have a better handle on his hydration.
Love that.
After a lot of thinking and feeling bad for himself for this situation, he decided he was going to keep going with his marathon training, feeling intimidated by it all. He decided to run it while raising money for stroke victims, though. Great
Charity choice.
It is. It is. Through an organization called Teddy's Team in honor of some close relatives. And he wants me to just call out the cause. So it is Teddy's Team. It is Teddy's TEDYSTEAM.org. So Teddy is TEDY, not TEDDY. And he's raising money for his marathon. So if you feel inclined, definitely visit it and donate in honor of Brady, who did not die in his run. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that was, how did you feel about that?
That story was a roller coaster. I didn't really know where it was going to go.
Yeah.
And it went to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I think that's our first hospital DNF.
I think is this our first roadie story?
We've had some road adjacent stories.
We had the run club.
Yeah, but this is our first, I think, like official roadie story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like this story was top of mind with like the heat at Javelina and just like thinking about the carnage that happened there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of DNFs, and I think everyone can benefit from a little knowledge about hydration and salt. We are a educational podcast after all.
Yeah, that's us.
How'd you feel about it? What would you do differently if you were in his?
I would bring electrolyte drink with me.
Yeah,
sugar water.
Yep, sugar water.
Yeah, definitely, hands down.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, thanks for telling us the story.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Great.
We're gonna eat some food because I'm
so hungry.
Do you want to quickly tell them where they can find you?
You can find me on Instagram at a.hisk.
Yeah.
And Tara can be found
at Tara.Dower. And we are DNF Diaries. I was gonna find a review real quick because we are getting a lot.
Good.
We're getting so many. Thank you guys so much. It means a whole lot. And okay. And we're getting so many, and I feel like I need let me do the most recent one, which is from September 23rd, Kate McShane. She says 5 stars. I can't read the title of it, but I have listened to every episode at least 3 times, and they continue to get me through long runs, long drives, and long meetings where I should be paying attention to the meeting. But whoops, I turned on Arlee and Tara instead. Absolutely hilarious and so relatable. I feel like these two are my besties, even though I'm really just a lowly fangirl heart. Oh, you're not a lowly fangirl.
We love a fangirl.
Oh, we love y'all. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for listening.
Bye. Bye.